All right, let's head to Canada, and we're going to try which has something that's quickly become one of my favorite chips. I first tried this brand Hardbite in Canada about a year ago. We were in Vancouver, British Columbia, and I saw an end cap of these at a Safeway up in Vancouver, and I slightly recognized them, but I didn't realize that they are Canadian. And I tried them there, and I was thinking, wow, why can't we get these in America? We can, actually. So I'm going to try these sweet ghost pepper flavored potato chips. Now, the package is absolutely beautiful. They are so good at art. I have about 5 different flavors of these that I'm going to be going through, and it's going to start with this one. A ghost pepper is, as most chili heads should know, it's one of the hottest peppers on the face of the planet. I've grown them before, uh, and I find them very difficult to use because it's hard to tame the heat. One of the applications I've found out that they do work in is beef jerky, because beef jerky will really tame down the heat. I've used up to 30 habaneros in beef jerky before, and it was only slightly hot, at least according to me. Some of the other people some of my friends and family that tried it said it was blazing hot, but I didn't think so. Now, taking a look at the package, you have the beautiful picture of an avocado, and that is because they are cooked in 100% avocado oil. These are kettle cooked. And then, of course, you will see the dried ghost pepper here. And take a look at this package. You notice how there is nothing in French on it? I'm going to explain why. Now, let's take a look at this here. This is what you would find on a shelf in Canada. Where we found it at Safeway. Now, Safeway in Canada is a different company. I know that. I tried to use my points card there. Doesn't work. Safeway is a different company in Canada and the U.S. So if you take a look at the package here, you do have the Canadian flag all the way up to the upper right of the package. Okay, this package does not have the Canadian flag. All right. And of course, you will see that it's both in English and French. Down at the bottom, sweet ghost pepper, piment ghost, pepper sucre. French is one I have trouble with, so I probably slaughtered that pronunciation. Um, I thought for a long time that typical things like shampoos that we would find in America had the French on them also as a marketing gimmick in order to make American consumers think that these things are popular in France. Boy, was I wrong. As it turns out, food packages in Canada have to be in both English and French. And this is why this Canadian package is in both. And of course, there's the back of the Canadian package. So what about the Hardbite company itself? Let's poke into that just a little bit, and then I'm going to open these things and taste them. I have to say that I have noticed a trend that it's even in Japan of sweetened potato chips. And by saying sweet potato chips, I don't mean made with sweet potatoes. I mean made with normal potatoes, but sugar added. And they're not high on my list, but hot chips are. So let's take a look at the company here. Hardbite's a Canadian snack food company based in Surrey, British Columbia, known for producing handcrafted, kettle-cooked chips using all-natural, non-GMO ingredients. Heck yeah, I am down for that. So going back to 1998 and 2010, the company was founded as Naturally Homegrown Foods Limited, founded in 1998 in Maple Ridge, British Columbia, by 2 former employees of a company called Nally's. So the early concept when they launched was the Hardbite brand is to create a boutique gourmet chip that could compete with large commercial brands without using artificial preservatives or flavors. Eh, That's excellent. So the business gained local success, and then it was sold to new owners in 2000. And it sounds like it faced challenges in marketing and consistent growth. There was an ownership change in 2011, a consortium of 4 groups, including fourth generation potato farmers, or a potato farmer, Pete Shotan, and a marketer, Kirk Homenick, they bought the company. And at the time, it only had 7 employees, and they didn't have automated processes. They became more modern. The new owners invested over $1 million in automation and quality control, while maintaining the handcrafted small batched cooking method. And then the company began sourcing specific Kennebec potatoes from local farms, including those owned by Schouten, to ensure consistent quality. And then as of 2026, Hardbite has grown into a major independent producer, exporting to several international markets, including Korea, Japan, and Taiwan. So let's take a look at what's in the bag. The ingredients are very simple: potatoes, avocado oil, cane sugar. There's the sweet right there. Sea salt, maltodextrin, spice. Okay, I believe the spice is where this ghost pepper, which I think is relative to a habanero, just way hotter, like 1 to 3 million on the Scoville heat scale or something crazy like that. It has yeast extract, garlic powder, onion powder, malic acid, and then flavor with an O on the Canadian style package. Taking a look at the nutritional facts, I'm always looking at sodium. These are 150 milligrams, which is 7% of the RDA, and that's if you eat 25 chips, which is about 50 grams. So let's get these things open and see what they taste like. As you can see, no French on these and no Canadian flag. Apparently the company is doing well. I'm glad, because these were specifically made for the American market. And they do say made in Canada on the back, right down here. All right. Yeah, now it does have an easy open tear notch. That's a plus. It's right above here where it says non-GMO, gluten-free, small batch, kosher certified. Ingredients again. But I like to open chips with scissors because I think it's easier to close them using a clip. Okay, I'm getting so much spice on the nose that I was kind of tempted to sneeze there a little bit. It's chili powder or chili pepper. I guess ghost pepper powder. And here's what's in the bag. And I see salt on the inner edges of the silver-lined bag. All right, let's grab one of these and let's see what they taste like. Here is a Hardbite sweet ghost pepper chip from British Columbia, Canada. These are superior in the texture. That is what I loved when I first tried these in Vancouver. And that's why I was thinking, darn, why can't we get something like this in America? Well, we can. Well, those are hot. Those are really hot. Here's a couple more flavors coming up. Apple cider vinegar, and leave it to the Canadians. Wild onion and yogurt. Those are coming next. Now, this heat is building so fast, I am absolutely sure I wouldn't want to eat the recommended serving size, because it's building fast. This is not for the timid when it comes to spicy pepper. To me, they're too sweet. And it could just be my preference. I suspect that the sweetened potato chips trend will probably come to an end within the next couple of years. It seems to have been going on in just a little bit of an excess of a year and a half or 18 months, where you would find sweetened potato chips like this. But there's lots of salt on them. I'm getting salt on my fingers. They're salty. They are hot. They're actually causing me to sweat a little bit. I believe they are umami. I don't know if these are something that you would want to serve as a dinner party, at a dinner party, because you definitely get some comments on the heat, that's for sure. But if you're a heat lover and if you like sweetened potato chips, I would definitely recommend these. I would have to say that it's one of my favorite brands, and it all comes down to the experience of finding them in Canada and realizing that they're absolutely delicious. And you know what? I'm going to have to seal this back up because this is getting too hot. This is rather intense, but they are so good. They do have a really nice balance of heat, sweetness, and spiciness. But for me, they're just a little bit too sweet. Um, the texture is just smashingly awesome, and they do provide exactly what they say on the label. So if you never heard of Hardbite chips from Canada, definitely check it out. They have some creative flavors, and I'm going to be trying more of them right here. If you want to see that, be sure to click on subscribe so you get notified. I enjoy doing these videos, and there's more like them to come. So until next time, enjoy your ghost peppers, and peace out from San Francisco.